Hi, I'm Andy, co-founders of Foco Academy, functional health and wellness coaches. As the world starts to wake up to the new normal, a lot has changed, so we're also tweaking the focus of our messaging on how to get ahead in this new environment, this new world. We're still focusing on time, health, and relationships, and we're still utilizing the same set of success principles. Now, in the last episode, brains, eat this to fight and prevent Alzheimer's. I talked about the benefits of eating quality red meat. More specifically, the quality fats in the red meats. Now, our brains are made up of 70% fat. Therefore, it makes sense to feed our brain with more good fats, right? As I talked about the benefits of fats, many viewers have asked me, what about cholesterol? Doesn't a high-fat diet increase cholesterol? My doctor told me that high cholesterol is dangerous and it can give me heart attacks. Well, there was a lot of history behind the belief that fats are bad for your body. Conventional medicine has demonized cholesterol in general, which is why most medical doctors today still recommend that you eat a low-fat diet. And when your cholesterol level is too high, or your LDL, which is what the doctors call your bad cholesterol, is too high, your doctors will prescribe you statins. Statins are drugs designed to lower your total cholesterol and to lower your LDL. So, what is cholesterol? And is it really unsafe to have high levels of cholesterol? Actually, cholesterol is a very important hormone our heart and our brains need for their essential functions and for them to work properly. And not all LDL cholesterol is bad for you. Only when LDL is oxidized that it becomes bad for you. Now, when LDL gets oxidized, it starts to build up plaque or deposits inside your arteries, and that is when cholesterol becomes dangerous for your body. But the conventional cholesterol test that your doctors get you to take cannot distinguish between good LDL or the bad oxidized LDL. There are other more specific tests that you can take that will distinguish the results of your good versus your bad LDL. And also they measure the weight and number of those particles inside your body. And that is usually not the test that your doctor will ask you to do in your annual exams. Now, to keep it simple, bad LDL they are small, dense particles, and healthy LDL is these large, light, fluffy particles. Small and dense, it creates buildup and clogs up your arteries. But large and fluffy, well, they just sort of float along and move along your arteries, and they just don't cause any harm. So just because your LDL numbers are high, it doesn't mean that you're at risk for heart disease. You may have lots of large, fluffy LDL, which is really good for you. Your body needs cholesterol to make cell membranes, they need it to make hormones, and essential for your brain cells. And cholesterol is especially important for men. Here's why. If you're a man, and you notice that your sex drive is not where it used to be, it may be because of your declining testosterone levels. And lowering testosterone levels is a major problem in men nowadays, and it's getting worse and worse. To make testosterone, guess what you need? You need cholesterol. And if you have no cholesterol, guess what? No testosterone. Without the proper levels of cholesterol, your cell membranes, which are made up of cholesterol, will stop functioning properly, and your body will lose the ability to make CoQ10, which is essential for brain health and can lead to neurological problems. A recent study published in Clinical Pharmacist, a pharmaceutical journal publication, studied people from multiple countries over 2 decades. And what did they find? They found that high cholesterol does not cause heart disease, and statins do not extend lifespan. In fact, this study found that the higher the level of cholesterol in the older people, the longer that they lived. Pretty crazy, right? As scientific research becomes more and more available, what used to be known as true is now proven to be inaccurate. So if your medical doctor is still insisting on that high cholesterol is bad, maybe they need to keep on learning and stay current with what's going on. So you think about it in a different way. Lowering your cholesterol may actually shorten your lifespan. Did you get that? And worse yet, are you aware of all the bad side effects of statins? Some of the more common side effects include muscle pain, memory loss, brain fog, heart failure, and of course diabetes. If you're at risk of getting type 2 diabetes and your blood sugar is fairly high, taking statins raises your blood sugar and can actually make you diabetic. In either case, it raises your blood sugar, so if you do not have a healthy blood sugar to start with, this can be a big problem, especially now since most people that died from COVID had diabetes or are pre-diabetic. Since cholesterol is used to build cellular membranes, which is essential for cellular health, and statins block the production of CoQ10, which is an important nutrient for the brain and the heart, no wonder people are getting memory loss, they're getting brain fog and heart problems when taking statins. Now, let me stress that I am not a medical doctor, and what I'm quoting here is just basically my own research and studies on how to live a healthier and longer lifestyle. If you are on statins, make sure you talk to your doctor before you consider to stop taking any of those drugs. So, to summarize, high cholesterol is not necessarily bad for you. It's only bad if you have the higher numbers of the small, dense, oxidized LDL versus the big, large, fluffy LDL. And do high-fat diets raise cholesterol? Well, no, not all high fats raise cholesterol. It's the bad fats that you eat, like trans fats and all those hydrogenated vegetable oils that can cause bad LDL, which are used in most restaurants and sadly takeout food nowadays. But the biggest source of bad cholesterol is not actually caused by fats. The biggest source of bad cholesterol is caused by sugar. Sugar converts to fat inside your body, and highly processed high fructose syrup is in almost all the processed foods that we eat and in most takeout foods today. Now, if you really want to live a healthier lifestyle and have better heart health, I suggest you start making more home-cooked meals with whole organic foods with good fats. Start limiting eating out and takeout food, to limit all the bad fats and all the bad sugars. Exercise a little bit more and get out in nature and sunbathe whenever you can. On an added note, I like to recommend another food that I've heard doctors told you to limit to lower your cholesterol, and that is eggs. Eggs are high in good cholesterol, and since higher cholesterol is good for you, so are eggs. Also, eggs have so many phytonutrients, including riboflavin and lutein, which helps boost brain health and your eye health. Now, in the next episode, I'll be talking about the one metric that everyone should be monitoring, especially now during the pandemic. You do not want to miss that episode. But till then, love what you live and live what you love.